So today I'm going to be planting a few pots like this size and a little bit bigger ones I got to go grab. I'll show you what I'm going to plant, but I'm going to plant like plug trays of different kinds of plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think. Different ones in a couple different sizes of pots. Then I have to plant some salvia in the garden and some, I think it's scabiosa in the garden, and then I have to keep up on watering the stuff that I had planted already the last couple of days. So I'm just doing some planting today. So I thought I would kind of show you what I'm doing. So I will flip the camera and show you what I'm going to be working on right now. A few plants that propagate really fast and really good, which is this one, this one, this one, this one, and those ones. So yesterday I took cuttings off of all of them that I just showed you that are right here. I think there's 10 trays. So I just, took off, let me show you, like that, and then stick it in the dirt. So I just kind of, cut off the ones here and make new ones. So that's my first step, is I get new ones going so we have more, later. And then the ones that I took cuttings off of, which are all these right here and all these, I'm going to plant up in these little pots, and then also some bigger pots I got to go grab in the back. I already did one tray. So that's what I'm working on right now. And then I'll show you where I set them down too, so you can see I already got like a little area that I'm gonna stack on that little black area. We just put them on there. So that's what I'm gonna do, is plant up some of those right now. Just get a bag of dirt that we get from Family Farm and Home, and I just put some pots in here, and then I kind of just fill it up. I get a 12-pack tray, and then once I get 12, I go set them down in that little area over there. So usually these ones I kind of fill like 3/4 of the way actually. And then I take 2 of these. They look like that. It's about that size. I take 2 of them. I probably could take 1, put it in there. They grow so fast. And then I put them together like this. And then I just stick it down in the pot like that, and then put some more dirt around it, and it looks like that. And they grow pretty fast. So that is what I'm working on. I have 2 trays of it. I have this tray and this tray, which I already took more cuttings off of. So I was thinking about doing 1 whole tray with this size, and then using the other tray for a bigger size pot that I still have to go grab in the back. So I'm just gonna focus on this one for right now. So right now it is, I think it's like 8 a.m. and it's Wednesday. And so far this week, Monday and Tuesday, I have planted in the garden. I planted more straw flower, more cleome, and I did my perennial garden too, my poppies, and what else was it? Black-eyed Susans, Rebecca. So the last couple of days I've been just planting in the garden. So Monday I was pretty exhausted from that because it's been kind of hot. And then yesterday I kind of was like really exhausted, and I was like trying to think about like, okay, I gotta go about this a different way, because I was just like, I don't know, it was just I've been just drained the last couple of days. So because of the heat and planting and the heat and stuff, and then I actually rototilled by hand with this little like metal, I don't know where it's at, this metal thing. I rototilled by hand. Everything I was planting the area because we rototilled it like a few weeks ago, and the dirt was already kind of going, you know, getting hard again. But I could have waited for my husband to get home to do the rototiller because I don't know how to do it. I should probably learn how to do it. But anyway, so what I was doing was I was getting my plug tray, watering it, going out to the area in the garden that I was going to plant it in, and then doing my handheld thing that goes like this, and you're, you know, tilling up all the thing, and you know, it's pretty hot out. And then every tray that I planted, I had to stop and go water because it was so extremely hot out that the plants I knew were not gonna do good if I waited, you know, a long time to water, you know, by the time I was done with a row. So it was just a lot of extra. So I was just thinking, well, how am I gonna continue to do this? It's Wednesday, trying to get all this stuff done, you know? So I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, what's my schedule? My schedule is I wake up and I kind of, you know, get going on cleaning the house, do the dishes from the night before, put some laundry in, you know, fold, put away the clothes, stuff like that, just some like maintaining the house chores, you know. And then after I get that done, then I go downstairs and I pour a batch of resin, whatever it is, jewelry or bookmarks or sun catchers, whatever. So I pour a batch, and then by the time I get done with all that, it's usually about 11. And by 11, I have to start watering everything. So turn on sprinklers if needed, which usually it is. And then also, the last couple of days, been hand watering everything that I planted the last couple of days because they're not, you know, rooted in, so they just need like hand watering every couple hours. So I've been watering at 11, and by the time I get that done, it's like a little after 12, and then I will either come in here, like I did, I took cuttings yesterday, or I'll start planting in the garden. And so I was thinking like, okay, maybe if I rearranged my schedule a little bit and didn't do house chores or pour resin stuff in the morning, and switched it around and came outside instead and did my planting in the greenhouse because it gets hot in here, you know. Did my planting instead in the greenhouse first, and then planted in the garden or do whatever I want to do outside, then I wouldn't be such, you know, so exhausted. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to switch it up today, and I should have known this a while ago, but you know, I'm just realizing it now. So I'm starting my planting outdoor stuff early, and then when it gets extremely hot, like in the afternoon, then I'm gonna switch and do my indoor stuff, like pour and do my dishes. So I'm gonna go set this down really quick. So I got through that tray, so now I'm gonna do this size pot, which is a 7-inch. So these, I do two in that, 2 plants in that other little 4-inch orange one. So I'm thinking these I might do 3 or 4. Let's just see. That's 3. Let's try 4 and see what happens. Yeah, I like 4. I'm gonna do 4. So I'm just gonna take all of them together and just dig a little hole and put it in there. Yeah, I like that one. So that'll fill out real nice, 4 of them. They grow so fast. So I can carry 6 at a time, so I'll just do 6 at a time. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what my plan was I'm gonna try to do all my outdoor work while it's so hot out right now first in the morning, and then maybe I won't feel as like drained and exhausted, you know, by the afternoon. And then I can go downstairs and do my resin stuff later where it's cold and, you know, dark in the basement later in the afternoon. So we'll see how it goes. This plant that I'm doing, it kind of gets a really cool variegation in it. It has like a, I don't know, whitish purple in some of them, which is kind of cool. You can tell I took cuttings off of them yesterday, but they trail really good. They're so fast growing. They work great as a house plant if you had it in direct, like, I'm sorry, in front, like direct, bright, not indirect. They work pretty good as a house plant. It's in the same family as the Tradescantia inch plant, same family as that. So people at the market really like them. They're a great trailer, and then they propagate really easily, so that's kind of fun. Like some of the customers will want one because they like propagating stuff and growing stuff, so they'll get it just to try to propagate it and make more. So it's kind of cool. So we sell this one pretty well at the market. With these bigger ones, I go through the dirt a lot faster than the little 4-inch ones that we were doing. But I go through the plug trays a lot faster, so I get done quicker. Like I'm almost done with this one already, because I'm putting 4 in. But they fill out nicely, putting that many in, you know. And I've tried spacing them out before. Like I've tried to space it like, instead of putting them all together, like this is how I am doing it, putting them all together like that in there. I've tried to like space them out and plant them around like that. I don't know if you can tell. Then they seem to turn out a little bit better when I put them all together in the middle. So it just like looks fuller and more better, I think. So okay, that's my 6, and then I have 2 left, so I'll just throw it in one of here. So that kind of worked out good. So I'm done with that one. All right, that was easy. A lot easier than planting in here when it's like 120 degrees. So I think I'm on to something. I should have been doing this probably all along, doing outdoor work first thing in the morning. On to our next variety. I got 4 trays of this one to plant. The other one we only had 2. So I think I might do 2 trays of this size, and then 2 trays of the bigger pots. This plant, we call it Dory, but it stands for Doryanthus, and it's also known as Baby Sun Rose or Mezzuo, Mezzo. So there's a few different names for it. There probably is other names too that I'm just not aware of for it. But it grows great too, like outside on people's porch or deck, or even in your planters pots. But it also is good for a indoor house plant too, if needed, if you had it in front of like a bright light in front of a window. It actually blooms a little pink flower on it too. Show ya. Let's see if I can find a good one. Huh? There's a little pink flower. I think that's why it's called Baby Sun Rose, is because of that little thing right there. I'm about out of dirt. Got just a little bit left, and it won't even fill up one pot because I'm gonna do the rest of that one that we're doing. Yeah, that didn't work that great. So I am gonna go get another bale of dirt, which is way back there, that white thing. I can't lift them very good, so we'll see how this goes. I think I might be getting in better shape because a few months ago when I was doing that before, I had to like drop it off the skid and then literally like roll it all the way down the aisleway because I couldn't lift it. So I think I'm finally getting back in shape, which is kind of nice because that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, okay, I'm going to cut this open. We'll continue on. I just cut the whole top off with some scissors. These scissors are not that great. That's good enough. Okay. And then it's compressed, so it kind of, you know, you got to stir it up a little bit. It's kind of hard to fill them when you first open a new bale, but it works. So we did all of our little pots of this one. Now I'm on to the bigger size pots, and I'm grabbing 4 like that, and then just gonna stick it in the middle. And I'll do 6 at a time, and then once I got 6, then I'll go set them down. I had like 3 extra dory, and I have a few of this Lysimachia, so I was thinking about putting them together in a pot just to see, you know, what it looks like. So we'll see. I was thinking maybe 6. 1, 2, like every other, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe, oh, I think my brother's here. KJ! I'm in the greenhouse! I'm watching my niece, Hazel, my brother's little girl for the summer. So he brings her over in the morning before work. And I'm usually in the house. But today I am out here. Ooh, let's see what, oh, I feel like it might need, let's put another one in here. Let's see what that does. That might be kind of cool. We'll see. A little test run. Hi. I'm making a video of me.
Oh, you're filming?
Yeah. This is my brother KJ. He's tall, so.
Oh yeah.
Or wait,
coming in.
there we go. And this is Haze. Hi Hazel. Are you ready for today? It's gonna be fun.
I gotta go. I'm running so late.
Okay, well, that was kind of cool. Got to see my brother quick. Okay, so my little niece is in the house with my daughter. They're playing, so I'm good. Anyway, so now we finished the dory. So now we are doing, oh, I gotta get more pots. These ones. It's called Pilea or aluminum plant. And I think the reason why it's called aluminum because the leaves, see that like silver on it? It kind of looks like aluminum foil. So I'm assuming that's why it's called that. So I think I'm gonna do 3, just to fill it out nicely. 3 plants. It's 2, yeah, I think 3. In a little terracotta orange one. This size, so I'll do that next. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to say these aluminum plants, the ones we're doing right now, the Pilea, this is my first time that I've ever done cuttings with them before. So I didn't know how they were going to turn out, and it worked. So that was pretty excited that the cuttings worked on them. I'll probably take more cuttings. I didn't take more cuttings on them yesterday, but I have some in bigger pots that I want to trim back. So I'll probably take the cuttings on those the ones that I need to trim back a little bit, because that's what I did last time. I took cuttings on ones that I trimmed back and just did one plug tray to test it, and it worked. And it didn't take that long, just a few weeks, so it's kind of cool. So now we are on to Hypo-SD or Polka Dot Plant. So I think I'm going to do the same thing, grab 3 and put it in this size pot, just like we've been doing. This also was a test. This is the first time I've ever tried to take cuttings and propagate it, and it worked for the most part. There's a few, you know, that didn't, like that one. I just used those ones, but that one's a little tiny. That one didn't work. Right there, there. But I mean, the red, I think the red seems to do the best, maybe, it looks like. So that's kind of interesting. But this was, yeah, my first attempt of propagating them, and they seem to do okay. I think I might do a mix, like a red, pink, and white all in one. It's cute. Red, pink, and white. So with Hypo-SDs, I learned recently that the plant is known for its foliage. You know how it's like really cool and colorful? So it's known for that, and so you're supposed to cut it when it starts blooming, or when it starts like budded, like it's gonna bloom. You're supposed to cut the bloom off, supposed to cut the buds off before it starts blooming. See that little purple flower in there? So you'd want to take that off, the little purple. Even though that sounds crazy, like why would you tear the bloom off? But they say that if you let it bloom, then the leaves, the foliage, doesn't do as well, because it takes a lot for them to produce such colorful leaves. And so if you let them bloom, then they're using their energy for the bloom, and then after their bloom, they're just so tired, and they're like, okay, I'm done. And then they start like not looking very good, because they used all their energy to produce those blooms, and they just want to be done with their life cycle. So if you'd like to have a fuller plant of this variety, and to keep the color longer and vibrant and looking good, they say to cut it when it starts budding and never let it bloom, and it lasts a lot longer. So I try to come in here with the scissors when I see that they're gonna start budding, like that one, and then just chop it all off. See that? Oops, I'm sorry, you couldn't even see it. See that purple? And then these are all gonna bud. That's all buds. So I would just go boop, boop, like that, and then plant it. And then the leaves will get better. It was giving its energy to, you know what is interesting too, is the little ones are the ones that are blooming. Isn't that interesting? Maybe they're giving all their energy to their bloom, and the plant isn't looking that great. Huh. Cut it off. Last ones we gotta do, and with these, I am gonna do a mix. This was the last time I planted. Rhonda, one of our friends, she suggested that we mixed them, same plant, you know, just different variety. And so after I took cuttings on these, I was like, I'm gonna do that when they're ready. So I think we were doing 2, but goodness, I feel like I need to do, because I took cuttings on them, so they're kind of a little chopped. So I wonder what would happen if we did definitely 3, but I wonder if it would be too much if we did 4. Maybe. Let's try it. See, this might be a little overkill. I don't know. I think I might try 4. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try 4. I'm gonna try 2 purples, purple, and then 2 green ones. Let's see. I mean, it might be a little too many plants in that little space, but I think it'll grow in pretty good. So, okay, let's do that. So, I'll show you at the end what they look like. All right, we did it. We got them all done. So, I wanted to show you what these look like. I think they're going to be really cool. They got the two kinds in there, the purple and the green. So, thank you, Rhonda, for that great idea. I never even thought of that. So, whoops, my sandal just fell off. So now I just gotta water it all. So this section where I'm gonna water is all that we planted, which is, I counted the tray things. They come in a pack of 25, and we did 6. So that is 150 of these little guys that we planted, and then the other size pot, I'm not sure. I'll have to count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say maybe between 35 and 40. Sorry, of the big ones. So I think that's pretty good. And it's a lot easier now that we did it in the morning and not, you know, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I can't function very well. And it's too hot in here, so I think that's good. That's good. Now I gotta do all these, because these are the ones that we planted too. Here's a close-up of all that we planted after we just watered it. So it's a good amount. Nice addition to our family. And then those, you know, those ones we did, and then the first like 3 rows in front, 2 to 3 rows in front, and then those are the combo ones. I put them in those 2, and then those 1, 2, 3, 4. I just planted, and that's what they look like when they grow in. Those 2 are, well, these ones are going to look like those 2 when they grow in. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me plant some more house plants. And I think I have a plan now of doing it in the morning and not in the afternoon. So, all right, well, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.